Good morning, students of class 7. Previous class exercise 15a up to question number 4 number 2 we have done. Today we are starting from question number 14 number 3. Just see the question, that is yes or no. On that way you have to give the answer. So number 3 it is given, can a right triangle be an equilateral triangle? So if we will draw the right triangle, this is height, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So this right triangle will be a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means we know all the sides are equal, but here in right triangle height and base may be equal, but hypotenuse will be always greater than height and base. That means three sides are not equal, so answer will come no. Number 4 is, can an obtuse triangle be an isosceles triangle? Obtuse triangle I have drawn, and now we have to check that obtuse triangle is an isosceles triangle or not. Maybe this side and this side may be equal, and that will be the larger side for obtuse, and this angle will be obtuse angle. So two sides are equal for obtuse triangle, so the obtuse triangle may be isosceles triangle, so the answer will be yes. Now question number 15 is fill in the blanks. That's are very easy. A right triangle cannot have an obtuse triangle because a right triangle, one angle is 90 degree, and other two angles are acute angles. So there will be no obtuse angle. Next, number 2 is, the acute angles of a right triangle are complementary. Complementary means what? Sum of the two angles is 90 degree. So here, if we will take the right triangle, isosceles right triangle, then this side and this side will be equal, and this is 90 degree. Since this side and this side will be equal, the acute angles of the right triangle are complementary. That will be, this is right triangle, this is 90 degree, so that too will be the acute angle, and sum of these two acute angles must be 90 degree. That's why the answer will be complementary. Now number 3, each acute angle of an isosceles right triangle measures 45 degree. For isosceles right triangle, the measure of the acute angles, that means these two angles will be 45 degree. These types of fill in the blanks already you have done in class 6. Now number 4, each angle of an equilateral triangle measures 60 degree. You know that the side opposite to the right angle of a right triangle is called hypotenuse. This is a right triangle, opposite to 90 degree, the side which is given, that is called hypotenuse. And then the sum of the lengths of the sides of a triangle is called the perimeter. Total sum of the lengths of a triangle is called perimeter. And one thing I have forgotten to tell, that is from chapter 14, question number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These 5 sums you have to not do it, because this is for higher concept, so that's why no need to do question number 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 from chapter 14. And other sums already we have discussed in the video class, so that sums you will practice. Now we are going page number 184. Another property and theorem also, if a side of a triangle is produced, then exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. So what is the meaning of it? If we will draw one triangle, and suppose one side I am produced, suppose this side I am produced, named it A, B, C. If BC side I am produced on one side, what will be the exterior angle of the triangle? That will be the exterior angle, because it is outside of the triangle. This exterior angle will be sum of the opposite two interior angles. For this exterior angle, what will be the interior angles? Opposite. These two angles will be opposite interior angles. So exterior angle equal to sum of the opposite two interior angles. If I will draw a triangle, and suppose this side I am extended on that side, so that will be the exterior angle. And what will be the opposite to interior angle? That too. So this exterior angle equal to sum of the opposite to interior angle. Similarly, again if I will draw one triangle and if I will extend this side, this will be the exterior angle, and exterior angle will be equal to sum of the opposite to interior angle. That means this angle equal to sum of these two angles. So the property is, for a triangle the exterior angle will be sum of the opposite to interior angle. So that property we have to use in exercise 15b. Question number 1. Question number 1. In this question, the figure is given that one. You have to find the angle ACD. So for this triangle, this is the exterior angle, and we know that exterior angle equal to sum of the opposite to interior angle, and that two measures are given. So angle ACD equal to, we can write angle ABC plus angle BAC. Must mention the reason. Exterior angle of a triangle, I have given the notation exterior angle, but you will write in triangle, not this notation. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its opposite, okay, interior opposite angles or opposite interior angles. So that reason you have to mention. So ABC is 45, BAC is 75 degree, so it's coming 120 degree. Now we are going question number 2 and 3, same types of question. Question number 3 I am solving. Figure is given this, you have to find the value of x and y. So how we will find? We know that exterior angle equal to sum of the opposite to interior angle. So here you have to find the value of y. So first we have find the value of y. Y and 65, this total will be what? 180 degree, because they are forming linear pair. So y plus 65 degree equal to 180 degree, linear pair. So y equal to, it's coming 115 degree. That means angle BCA is 115 degree. So angle y we have got 115 degree. Now we can take this triangle ABC. So for the triangle ABC, angle ABC plus angle BCA plus angle BAC equal to 180 degree. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So it's coming, ABC means x, BCA means 115 degree we have got, and BAC means 32 degree equal to 180 degree. So after doing the calculation, it's coming x equal to 33 degree. So x equal to 33 and y equal to 115 degree.